Bonjour mes amis, bienvenue. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Language Tutor French series. I'm so glad you're with me on this episode. You remember last time we were together, I told you that we're going to do just a short 3-episode series on 3 different types of verbs in the present tense. Well, this is the second one. So this will be a relatively short, easy lesson, just like last time, but I think beneficial. All right. And hey, before we get started, I just want to say, have you checked out the Language Tutor French podcast? Because you can practice with me on the go. You can practice everything you're learning here on the channel as you're driving or sitting at work, whatever. So check out the Language Tutor French, and also check out our website, thelanguagetutor.co. There you can find downloadable written practices where you can practice your writing skills in French. And hey, if you have a minute, check out the Language Tutor Teespring shop right here on the channel. Pick up a Language Tutor hoodie or a coffee mug. We would love it. And hey, that all goes to support our channel and support our lessons that we do every week and keeping those going for you, putting those out every week. So we appreciate the support. And if you want to donate to the channel, just click About right down below the video here on the channel, and you can click that link to donate to the channel. We sure appreciate it. We really do. Thank you to everybody who's been donating lately. Now, let's jump right into the lesson. We're going to be talking about IR verbs, verbs that end with IR in French. I want to start by giving you a list of verbs that you can jot down, and these verbs are going to follow the same pattern, the same structure that I'm going to go over in this lesson. So I want to start by giving you a little list of verbs that are like this. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Go to the screen. There we go. The first one is this, abolir. Abolir. That means to abolish, as you can imagine. Up next is agir. Agir. And that means to act. Yes. Now, you probably guess this next one is rougir. If you remember the colors, you can probably guess what this means. Rougir means to blush, turn red. Get embarrassed, right? Okay, up next is avertir. Avertir, which means to warn, to warn. All right, up next is réussir. And réussir means to succeed. All right. Up next is bâtir. Bâtir means to build. And this one, remplir, means to fill. Okay, remplir. Up next is choisir, which means, you could probably guess, it means to choose. Choisir. And now, réfléchir. Réfléchir means to reflect. And établir means to establish. Établir. Punir means to punish. And finir means to finish. Maigrir means to lose weight. And one more, grossir means to gain weight. Grossir. All right. Now, let's take these away and put up our chart right there. We're going to use the chart to show you how to conjugate these verbs, okay? Let's use choisir as our example. All right, now let's go up here to the top left to the je form. First of all, the je form is choisi. Choisi. All right, now you're going to notice that the endings and the letters at the end of these are similar to the verbs that you've already learned before and the patterns that you've learned before. Okay, now we know that typically the tu form is going to use the same, so it's going to be choisi also. Choisi, tu choisis. There you go. It's just a little bit of a tongue twister there if you say it too many times. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing we typically do. We're going to change that S to a T for the il, elle, and on form and make it choisi. Choisi. Let's go to the top right, to the nous form up there is going to be choisissons. Choisissons. Okay, we have one S at the beginning, two S's later on. And you can probably imagine the vous form is going to be very much the same, but we're going to change that on to EZ. So we get vous choisissez. Vous choisissez. And then finally, the il and the elle, the they forms are going to be choisis. Choisis. All right. Now, friends, that's how we do those all the verbs that I gave you at the beginning. This is how you do it with these same endings. All right, so now I want to clear the chart here and I'll give you a different example. This is venir. Venir means to come. And I want to show you that every once in a while you'll have an IR verb like this that's a little different. All right, so here's a good example. So verbs that are like venir are going to be similar to these conjugations here. Let me give you the conjugations of these really quick. First of all, je is going to be viens, viens, V-I-E-N-S. So that's pretty different, okay? And so that is definitely a strange type of change. We're just completely changing the middle there, or, putting that I in there and changing the S at the end, the ending to S. So it's kind of a big change. But je viens, and the tu form is going to be the same thing. Viens also. And you're probably already guessing the il, elle, and on form are going to be the same except for, yes, the T. We're going to say viens with the T instead of the S. Now up on the top right, the nous form is going to be nous venons, venons, and vous venez, vous venez. And then the bottom right, the il and elle form is going to be viens, viens, okay? So friends, that is how we do IR verbs in French. And now you have the standard way to do it, and you have an irregular also. And so you'll kind of be familiar if you come across a verb that's like venir, and otherwise you'll be able to conjugate them just using that pattern I showed you with the first ones, all right? Well, guys, I hope this has really helped you out, and thank you for your support, and I hope that you are doing well, but I wish most for you, paix et bénédiction. That's peace and blessings for you and your friends and your family and everybody. That's what I wish for you. And I look forward to hanging out with you and helping you on the next episode of the Language Tutor French. I'll see you soon. À bientôt. Friends, thanks for watching the Language Tutor. If you have a question for me, feel free to leave it in the comment section below the video. And please click subscribe and the notification bell so that you'll never miss any of our language lessons.